Yeah, live on the podcast side right now, doing what it do. Yeah, give us a call right now at 515-602-9623. Yeah, good morning, everybody. We finna get this popping real quick. Yeah, no doubt. Y'all know how we do. Yeah, we here.
Awesome.
The question of the day is interesting. Question of the day is it really had me thinking and had me do a lot of research. I did a mega research on Google. It took a minute, about 2 hours, for me to do the research. And like, what if you have a team, a football team that represents your city, and they go to the Super Bowl or win? What that it does to the city? We're gonna break it down from the beginning all the way to the team that wins and the money and how it works. It's very interesting. Very, very interesting. It's some things I knew, some things I didn't know. So I'm gonna put that on the table so people can understand, overstand, and understand. And made a couple phone calls to a couple good friends of mine, family members, and people that's behind the scenes in sports from Atlanta, Georgia, to got some people in LA that I'm cool with. And I asked them some questions on this. That was a good question that uh the fellow brethrens that was on Facebook posted it up on Facebook and asked that question. And I said, "That's a good question. Let me do some research on that." And I hope they're listening on the show. Hope they call in so we can really, you know, and it's a lot of benefit behind sports that's representing the city. Um, One thing I did know is far as businesses and stuff that's around the district of the sports arena, I know they get a tax break on a lot of stuff that goes on with sports and entertainment by that matters too. So it has some entertainment things on some of the research stuff that I was researching on. I went through at least about 30 different websites that they kept on telling me to click here, click here. You know, that's what the Google thing does now. It makes you go that extra mile for information. It's not like it used to was on Google where you could just Google something and it just pop up and you get the information. But if you really get information on something that's really not your concern for the information, but if you really want it, you got to really dig for it. Just like going to the library, getting books. You got to get like 7 to 18 books to get one answer. Read this chapter, then read this and read that, and the librarian help you. This information might be in this book. You can have that book, and you got a whole book full of table on the table with just researching stuff. Like it's crazy. It's like and that's how Google's getting. Like Google's getting in that era. It's getting in that lane on research now because the data is getting real full, and also they wanna hide something from us too. I really believe that. I know a lot of us, a lot of my people. I'm talking about my black and brown people. A lot of us don't do research. We like to read, but we don't research. So um, they say you're gonna hide something from our black and brown people, put it in a book. But now it's like if you want to hide something from a brown or black person, put it on Google now because people ain't gonna go that extra mile like I did. 2 hours worth of research and everything. So we got the Queen just jumped in. Queen Ecstasy, Snow Bunny in the building. Doing what she do. What's going on, Queen? I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
I hear you now. Yes, yes. What's going
Can
on?
you hear me now?
I can hear you, see you, and all that.
Not
People
much.
is tuned in. Yeah, you doing okay?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
That's good. That's good. That's good. Yeah, yeah. We had
People
a
are
made a
getting
show
up, getting
yesterday.
ready for work.
Okay, okay, okay. You back at it again, huh?
Yep.
No doubt, no doubt. Yeah. No, we had a good show yesterday, and we had a interesting question somebody posted on Facebook to me and tagged me in it and asked, when your team go to the Super Bowl in your city, what does it does to for the city besides bragging rights? And I did some research yesterday after that, after the show. It took me like 2 hours for research, and then I was just researching on Google like crazy. Like I tell people, when you're doing research on Google, it ain't easy anymore. It ain't like you can put in what you're searching for, and you're gonna get the answer. You really gotta do some research. I was on page 300 and something just to get the answers of that I wanted to get, and I wanted to get the full answer of how things work and how the Super Bowl worked far as the financial side and the money side. And it was very interesting, and, I do got a lot of answers for that question. It's a lot of answers, probably like 20 of them. Um, and it's very interesting that it's very important for, like, the Bills to go to the Super Bowl and win because it brings a lot of benefit to the city in so many ways. In so many ways, we're gonna talk about that. That's why the teams that you see that win, you're gonna see the growth in their city because they won, not just in the sports side, but in the economic side, education side, health side, and everything. We got the other queen in the building, V.Green, the queen. Yeah, V
Hey,
Queen, Queen,
girl.
Queen, Queen, what's going on, y'all? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Y'all hear each other? Everything good?
I don't hear her. Oh, now I'm starting to.
Hold on, hold on. Okay. She muted her mic. There she go. I hear it now. Mic check 1, 2.
Oh, I muted my mic.
No, she muted her mic. I can't hear her.
Oh, okay.
I can't hear
Yeah, me neither.
her. I put that little John on her. We live on 504 online mixed radio. It's a very interesting topic today. Um, this topic might take up the whole segment of the show because I know this topic is very important. I think a lot of people is really want to know this question, and a lot of people's in the comments, and they know it brings a bag to the city. But I want to be specific on what it does to the city for your if you got me playing on the radio, turn that volume down so I don't have no feedback. Yeah, appreciate that. Yeah, yeah, I see I hear feedback. Um,
Who, me?
yeah, yeah, yeah. You listen to the radio while you listen to while you on the
I
podcast?
don't have you on there.
Oh, okay, because I hear feedback coming from somewhere. I don't know where it's coming from. But it's okay. We here. Um, if my 514
Sorry.
online mix staff members at the studio in Montreal, let me know if there's a feedback on the radio, so I can see if I can fix that. Um, and everything. So, the queen is
What's
back.
what's going on? Good morning, everyone. Can you hear
Yeah,
me okay?
yeah, we hear you now. We hear you.
Oh,
Yes, we can hear you
goodness.
now.
Hey, sis, what's going on with you? Hey, bro. I'm
What's
having
going
some
down?
internet connections this morning, but the devil
Yeah.
is a liar. We're gonna make this work. The Bills won last
Hi.
night. Bills
Oh yeah.
Mafia.
Oh,
Yeah. No, definitely.
yes.
You guys are so great.
Yes, we are. Indeed.
Let me
Uh,
get my computer set up here. Get the
yeah.
lighting and
Yeah. I
stuff
had
together.
a interesting question for the question of the day. And it was very interesting. Like I said before, I did some research. It was a 2-hour research on Google. Google is getting very tough on getting information now. I noticed that. And I was talking to my mentors about that yesterday, and they was like, "Yeah, it's the data is getting very cluttered on information, and now they're spreading it out on the data on the Google side. So it's very tough to get information or to represent information. And it's like going to the library now. Like you going to so many books to get information and everything. So it's like, so I see that now when you're trying to really get information, you know what I mean?
It's
When you
because
really
the
get
ads.
information, yeah, yeah. So I got the information. I got a little bit of notes here. The question is, um, if what and then when your team, football team or even baseball team, even sports, uh, that represent your city goes to the championship or the Super Bowl, what does it benefit the city? And
Greatly.
and the main thing that I first thing that I did the research on is one website I went to. I went to like 30 or 40 different websites. I didn't even write those. I wrote a couple down, but I didn't really, because it's like it's really hard to explain how I did the research. But it was very interesting. It was fun too at the same time. I did know this part of the Super Bowl that the Super Bowl, the NFL don't pay for the Super Bowl.
Mm.
The NFL association don't pay for the Super Bowl. It's the sponsors that pays for the Super
The
Bowl.
advertisement. That's why it's so expensive to get advertisement.
Yeah, and this before we go into the Super Bowl commercial. This before that. Um, right now, last year, I went to last year information. You know what I'm saying, to this year's new things. They got new rules they have as far as in the Super Bowl, and then we'll get to what that does for the cities and stuff. So, um, last year it was over 125 sponsors, and the money combined of that was $14 billion.
Mm.
That $14 billion is to pay rent for the stadium, wherever stadium they're using. They paying the county of that stadium. They're paying the city of that stadium. They're paying the district of that whatever stadium they're using for the Super Bowl. They're paying tax dollars to anything that's close to that district, from school systems to hospitals to charities to all those things that's around that stadium first. They get paid first.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to the city, say that the Bills go to the Super Bowl and we win,
Mm.
all the way
Ooh-wee.
down from the endorsements to the commercials to the NFL commissioner, they will get them a percentage of each section of money that's been donated for the successful of the Super Bowl. They get a small percentage if you just go. But if you win, it's a bigger percentage. They didn't really break that percentage down. They just say that the city gets a certain amount, and also charities, districts, and counties will get money towards the city, and they can use that money the way they please. They can give bonuses to the mayor or the mayor's
Mm-hmm.
staff. They can use it for to get the city, get the maybe some roads fixed, that the highway that they're using to get to the stadium, to the Bill Stadium. They used it for to give to the owner of the Bills or whatever, to help rebuild or build the stadium, some repairs, new pads, new jerseys, um, down to the merch, to the food vendors. I mean, everything percentages goes to the city, and they
Yeah,
use
it's
it
a lot.
to all anything that's in that district. For example, you have Orchard Park. That's why it's so important for. Now I understand why they want the stadium downtown, because it will benefit the school system downtown, all the schools that's downtown, the charter schools, um, the district, the closest high school in that district is like, um, let me see, Hush Tech, um, schools like maybe Performing Arts, because it's right there on the strip
Emerson.
downtown. McKinley High School, stuff like that. Any schools in that district of downtown will get benefit.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever they need. The hospitals in that area, the campus in that college down there will get a percentage. Josh Allen's charity or any other charity events that's connected offices and headquarters that's in that district will get a percentage. The mayor of Buffalo will get a percentage. He'll get also a petty cash lump sum that he can use for the city if they want to donate something over here or something going on over here, or like the mass shooting that happened at Tops. They'll take some of that money to maybe use that for the families or use that for cancer facilities, and they use that money for a lot of things. It really gets sprinkled around the city very well. Um, by my information and by my understanding of research. So it does a lot for the city. If you have a business, or if you are an artist, or if you're doing something in the city like us doing podcasts, and we're involved in movements in the community like we are, it's possible that we can get a little piece of that change too. If you hitting the right people, if you're
Oh
networking
yeah.
with the right people, that money can be used for that also.
Oh yeah.
Um,
On average, they say per person, it's estimated that we would spend $200 to $300, and that's per person. So imagine there's thousands of people flocking to the city where the Super Bowl is being held as well. There's a lot that comes with, and then the notoriety as well.
yeah,
For a very long time, we're known for losing, going to the Super Bowl two times in a row and coming back without the ring. Now, the hype around what's going on in Buffalo, and because Buffalo, although it is definitely in the top five of the most racist cities, there's also some really great parts of Buffalo.
hmm
There's races everywhere. We know what the issues that revolve around Buffalo, but this is a great thing for
yeah,
Buffalo. This
yeah,
is when I was watching the game last night, I was so
yeah.
proud.
Yeah,
I
definitely,
was
and
so
it's like
proud.
like 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 even the team, by my knowledge, even teams that went to the Super Bowl and lost get a percentage of the proceeds of what how the Super Bowl came about. And like the one thing I didn't know, like I said before, is I knew that the endorsements, the ones that keep the Super Bowl rolling, not the
Mhm.
NFL commissioner money. They only use sponsor money for Super. If it wasn't for the sponsors, it would be no Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's why they're always fighting. They want to have the best commercials. You ever realize or notice that the best commercials, the funniest commercials come during the Super Bowl? Heck
Yeah.
yeah, because they realize there's millions of people watching. Those are all customers. So they're definitely going to jump. The sponsors are going to pay millions of dollars.
And he also broke down how much it costs. And they did
Per
they did do that, and I have the list right here. For a regular sponsor for the Super Bowl, a business like say Cheerios wanted to be a sponsor of the Super Bowl. Um, they got three different types of checks they got to send to them. They got to send a check for it's called a cashier's freely check. That's what it's called, and that's up to between $3 to $14 million. Then they have a liability money for the Super Bowl, which can be up to $2 to $3 million. Then they're gonna have to pay a maintenance fee. That probably help pay for security, pay for
cleaning
gas,
up.
any other type of thing. That's 20 million to 50 million
Mhm.
that the Cheerios, Gatorade, Gecko, I mean, Mercedes Benz, whatever company that want to be a sponsor for the bill, they got to pay three checks within within the. You got to pay one before the draft. You pay the other one before training camp, and when before the season starts, you have to pay before the fifth week of football. You got to pay that last fee. So they gotta pay three fees to be a sponsor for. So that's almost, if I do the math right, for like a Gatorade or something, they're really pushing out close to $100 million just to be a sponsor for the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah,
That's even
it's
count that ain't
it's
even counting the
expensive.
commercials. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Um, so last year they had over 126 sponsors.
Lot
Do the math. This year they had their numbers. They have 62 sponsors right now. and they have right. They said 117 sponsors pending. So it's gonna be a big Super Bowl, and Super Bowl is gonna be in Colorado this year. At
Also,
Hard Rock.
Colorado. Yes, see, the Colorado is going to get money just for hosting it.
Mhm. And then they broke it down for the parades. Like, even, even the Buffalo lose, them parades bring money in the economy to the city. If we win, it's gonna double because all the fans across the world gonna come to Buffalo just for that parade. People
Oh
overseas
man,
is a Bills fan. Bills
come on,
Mafia,
pop up, pop up,
yeah,
pop
the
up
Bills
time.
Mafia is gonna be crazy.
Bills Mafia.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy if we win because they're gonna shut down the whole downtown, and every business downtown is going to benefit off of the parade by 100%. So
Yeah. And
that's what it does for the city.
the
Those who
city
don't
that
know.
hosts the so last year, Houston raked in $350 million
Mhm.
when
Yeah,
it hosted the Super Bowl.
yeah. See what I'm saying? That's businesses across the world. And if we have a business and we have a podcast and we out here doing our media thing, and it's possible how we can make money is anybody that want to put commercials and stuff on our platform. You could charge them for that when we do releases the footage on YouTube. We can charge people to promote and market their business on our platform because we're going to be out there interviewing the Von Millers and the Josh Allens and stuff like that. So it's possible. That's how you can get in the game to get in with
Ooh,
the fit in to make money, in the mix of the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? So it's ways to do this to make money if you're really in your bag and you're really on your grind. So um this research was kind of fun yesterday. It took me 2 hours. I had like up to 13, 14 windows up on my computer just searching Google. And you know what I mean? I had to take all the other windows down. I had to take down my radio show, everything, so I can get everything and I can write my notes down and see. Now it's very interesting to me how things work and how organized they are with everything when it comes to the money, when it comes to the bacon. They just in the NFL, they have over 1,300 employees to help run just the Super Bowl portion of, not even counting the season, just the Super Bowl portions over 14 to 1,500 employees that has a task, and they're very organized. So, so for the answer for that, what does um the city benefit off of your team going to the Super Bowl and winning? That's the answer right there. It does a lot. It brings a lot of money, not
yeah.
just bragging rights. It brings a lot of money to the city. Now, do we know where that money is going? No, we don't. But if you into politics and you into business and you into the city of Buffalo city councils and stuff like that, which I was very involved when I was in Buffalo, and I know how everything is going. I know where some of that money is going. I know where the money is getting pocketed at. Just being behind the scenes of things, and I can say that Byron Brown used a lot of that good money on a lot of good things, like on the film district he's doing right now on Northumberland, the school classes and stuff like that for acting and all that. The theater district downtown, stuff like that he's investing.
Ooh.
Just us going to the playoffs, you get a percentage to the city,
Yeah.
and he uses that money
Imagine
very good on the business side of it and also the housing side of it. That's how we getting that money in the county, in every county. Um, every county gets a portion. A lot of them hospitals getting built, a lot of them hotels getting built, a lot of them roads is they getting built, a lot of things is getting built. That comes a lot of that comes from the money from the NFL. That's why it's important. That's why a lot of the council people is trying to get an NBA team and trying to get in a NFL team. They trying to get a baseball team to the city because it benefits a lot, and they're trying to bring some investors, and they'll have meetings with investors to come together to bring a team of some sort of sports entertainment to that city. Like right now, you know what I'm saying? Denver Broncos is still for sale. They might if this might buy Denver Broncos, they might be in Denver no more. They might move them. They might, same thing when they was trying to when the Bills was for sale. They were trying to move the Bills to Toronto. You know what I'm saying? New Jersey. So it's a lot of
I
politics,
mean, we do
money.
got Bill's Mafia all through Canada, though.
Yeah, Bills Mafia, we number one. We have the number one fan 3 years, third year that the Buffalo Bills number one in fans.
On
Um,
another note, imagine how much money is being drawn in because the Bills are projected to win the Super Bowl, or even just where we are.
mhm, yeah. Um,
Or where
the
we've been.
yeah, the
Because
Yeah,
with
I
money,
mean,
with the sign up on the city hall.
but it's like I'm not even talking about the merch. I'm not even talking about the merchandise of the NFL of the Buffalo. Buffalo has two different types of merchandise. We have one Buffalo that's owned by Badulas. They also own the name Bills Mafia, who they bought off Scott, who's the original creator of Bills Mafia. He's from Buffalo, but he lives in Florida. They paid him millions of dollars for the name. Now they finna trademark it. You know what I mean? So that's gonna be merch. Then you have the Bills,
Bills
Buffalo
Mafia.
merch. You know what I'm saying? And then you're gonna have the NFL merch. So they have three different types of merch that they're eating off. The NFL's eating off it. The Bergudas is eating off of. You know what I'm saying? And it's just it's a business. It's politics and business. And
Everybody could eat off of it if we really do good.
yeah,
Absolutely. That's what's
everybody
going to
tap in
happen.
to what's going on. So when you have like people like trying to get an NBA team, like right now, um, I think I've seen something on the one of my sports reports that popped up on my feeds that when LeBron retires, he want to own an NBA team. He tried to team up with, I believe, is LL Cool J, Ice Cube, Jay Z, and Mayweather. They're trying to put together a NBA team, and Buffalo's on the list. They might bring the Buffalo Braves back. Buffalo on the list to bring an NBA back team back, or and they trying to bring a WNBA team. So Buffalo's on the list. Um, there's a couple other cities that was on the list. I believe it was
We need that. We don't
yeah,
have
right. Yeah,
that. We
Buffalo
need
definitely on
that.
top of the list. Buffalo top of the list
We gotta let
brings back
Byron Brown
yeah.
know
So
so he can pull his
but
strings.
I heard something through a source that if the NBA do come here, Terry Bagula already said that the rent to use the stadium, the arena downtown, the rent is gonna be $1 million a month to rent it out for an NBA team. So
Is that a
yeah,
lot?
that's a lot of
I
money.
don't
$1 million a
know.
month rent. That's just
I
rent.
mean,
We're
he
not
gotta
talking
make
about
money too,
the
though.
liability and the insurance and all that other stuff. Just rent is $1 million to rent the arena to bring an NBA team to Buffalo. So that's why they try to get all these investors with big money, like the Jay Z's and the L Cool J's and the Mayweather, the billionaires, to get together to and my black and brown brothers,
That'd
the
be really
billionaires.
cool if they did,
Hopefully
but
bring
I don't
Rihanna in
know
there
about a
too. She's a
$1 million
billionaire. Put her in there too. Bring Oprah in there too. Let's bring Tyler Perry in there too. Let's everybody go get a piece of the pie and bring an NBA team together. But
Right,
I know Buffalo's is top of the
right.
list. If they have 5 cities on there, I forgot the rest of them, but I know Buffalo's on top of the list to get an NBA team. So they've been working on that. They've been working on that now for like 10 years. And LeBron just recently got involved like a couple years ago. So when he retires, they said while he's playing ball, he can't own a team while he's playing. So he got to wait till he retires to do the business, and he just be doing the prep work now all the way until he retires, so he can. That's on his agenda too, to own a NBA team. So that's how things work when it comes to sports. Because it has Super Bowl on there, but it also has sports on there too of how much did the baseball team, the Boston, had brung and the Chicago Cubs brung when they went to the World Series. They broke them numbers down. It's a lot of money getting involved for the city and the people who live there. If you are part
Mhm.
of the city, you can live in the city, don't be a part of the city. When I say a part of the city is going to the council meetings, getting involved, donating to some of these charities, help out on these volunteer programs they have in your city. That's all important to get involved, to have an opportunity to get a little bit of that paper. And when they give you the key to the city and stuff like that, they give you a check for that. I didn't know that either. I didn't know when you get a key to the city, you get a check. You know what I'm saying? They said some checks be
Woo!
5,000, some be 10, some be 20. But there you get a check when you get a key to the city. I didn't know that.
Hmm. I didn't know that either.
Yeah, so, anybody you say they got a key to the city, that they just gave Conway, Westside Gun, and they gave Benny the key to the city all at the same time, but they give you a check for that, and I didn't know that. So, these are things that I'm learning. These things I'm the research was fun yesterday. That was like going back to
I
school.
think you
I
should
had, like,
have a
4 or
key to
5
the
notebooks.
city.
I didn't ran out of 2 pens, I think. It couldn't write. I was really in my bag. And, but yeah, so it's very important for us to win because that can help that money a lot of that money could benefit a lot of Buffalo what's going on right now, we need. Um, we got a good budget right now in the city. Um, Byron Brown doing excellent. He could do better,
We
but,
need music
I'm not complaining.
marketing. I hear music marketing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean, that's always in marketing, not just music marketing, but marketing period is a big role in this. You know what I mean?
It is.
Anybody Yeah, anybody that's trying to do something in business or do something in music, entertainment, or open a business, marketing is number one involved. If you don't understand the market, what you're doing in your surrounding areas, how you gonna make money? When you open a barber shop in a certain area, how you gonna market that barber shop when there's 7 other barber shops on the same block?
Yeah, you need to know who your customers are.
Yeah, you gotta know who to reach out to. You gotta be different from the other barber shops.
That's the
So
biggest thing.
yeah,
Because
you
if
gotta be
they're
different.
offering the same service, you need to be offering something different.
That's right. That's right. It's all about marketing.
Right.
It's like when you open up a chicken wing spot. Chicken wing is one of the biggest things in Buffalo. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna open the chicken wing spot next to Wing King,
Dubs.
you know what I'm saying? Or Dubs. Like you're not gonna in that, you gotta find a spot to where you could have a certain a type of people that love what you're doing first. Then you can build from there, as far as the taste, the advertising, the marketing. So marketing plays a place on everything you do, even with a podcast. You know what I mean? We gotta figure out what can we do better to make my podcast better or make your podcast better or your team's podcast better or cross network? What can we do to help each other? Or what can we do? See, all them things come into play in marketing. You know what I mean? It could be about money, but at the end of the day, it ain't about money. It's all about networking first. The bag gonna come
That's right.
later.
That's right. I
You know what
always
I
say I'm
mean?
going to get mines on the back end. I know what the universe has planned for me. I'm not
Yeah.
even worried about
Right.
that.
Yeah, you just gotta be consistent, and
Hmm.
persistent in what you're doing and understand what you're doing. You can do what you do. You can keep posting, you can keep doing what you're doing your podcast. You be consistent in those areas, but what are you doing to get to
Advance.
where you can have a
Right,
budget
sis.
at the end of the day? You know what I mean? And
I
that's the
think,
thing that
does it
I
seem
go for.
like people get so frustrated because you want it to happen right away? Like we want to put our lives and our careers in a microwave and just like make it happen.
Mhm. Right, right. Yeah, and it's all about learning the basic knowledge behind it. You know what I'm saying? The basic knowledge behind it. It's like when I do music, when I was in the music and I learned marketing, the first thing I realized is the recording part is easy. Going to the studio is easy now. It ain't hard like it used to be. The hard part is how you gonna get people to listen to it. How you gonna get new people besides your friends and family to engage or what you're doing. What you got to do. Where to start. A lot of them don't know that. You ask any artist right now, where are you gonna start? They're gonna say is social media. Okay. What you gonna do on social media? I'm gonna post. When you gonna post? Every day, twice a day. What type of content you gonna post? And when you get to that part, they get shook because they don't know. They just have pictures, just okay, yeah, that's good. But what gonna make you different from this next artist? What's gonna make you different than the Joker when he put his content? What's gonna make you be different than when Caleb Bishop's content? What's gonna make you different from Benny the Butcher's content? What are you gonna bring to the table different that make people know is okay, you the one, you got hot music on Spotify. How you gonna get them on Spotify than just put them on the link? Because
Right.
there's ways you can bring them to the link without posting the link. You see what I'm saying? And them are things they don't know. That's why it's important for every artist and producer to have a coach or a mentor. If you don't have one, get one. When you get one, you're gonna see results on everything you doing every week, if not every day.
If you listen to what they're teaching,
Facts.
and they can't do it for you because a lot of people will get coaches and think that they're going to do it for them.
Mm-mm. You ain't gonna do it. Now, a mentor will teach you. A coach will train you. Teaching and training is two different things.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? So
hmm.
it's good to have both. To have that
Yeah.
coach and that mentor.
Yeah, I agree. I have both. I have coaching. I
Mhm.
have someone, a mentor, because I realized once I began getting my mindset straight that you can't do this alone. You really do need a team around you to guide you through the process, to assist you when you fall. You need a team like this. Like this is a team right now. Look how we're getting together and supporting each other, whether it's the pop-up
Mhm.
overlook
Mhm.
514, the evening
Mhm.
rush. We're all supporting each other.
Right, right, right,
Yeah.
right.
Hmm.
And I'm understanding everybody that I team up with, I understand the market side of them. Even though I don't know their agenda, I see the market side of it, and I know what I can do to help
Mm.
just by seeing the layout, just how seeing how everybody's working, seeing the work ethic, seeing what I can do
Hmm.
to help boost that up at least 2% every week.
Woo.
You know what I mean? That's a big
I like
2% might
that.
be a
take
small
take
number, but
it
2 is
back.
a big
What,
number.
not to interrupt you,
Right.
just take it back to where you said you know what your strengths are, you know what you do good, because that's
Right,
another key right there. You have to know what your strengths and weaknesses are.
right, right. And I definitely know my weaknesses. That's easy. My strengths,
Opportunities
I don't
for
really pay
improvement, I
attention for.
say.
Yeah, people always tell me what my strengths are. I never really look at my strengths. I don't that's kind of weird, ain't it? I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't pay attention to my strength. I pay attention to my weaknesses all the time.
Or opportunities for improvement, not we opportunities for improvement.
Right,
That's
right,
I know
right.
what my
I can do
opportunities
this better.
for. Yeah.
I'm lacking over here in this area, but I can do better. I didn't do this in a while. I was doing good for a minute, but now I need to get back into it because I think that was helping me go here. You know what I'm saying? I see a lot of those things in my walk and
Mm.
seeing my
Mm.
mentors do their thing, and then they come and tell me, and then one thing about a mentor, once you have a relationship for a long time, you ever notice this? They don't tell you what you need to be doing until you ask.
Yeah. Yeah. And a lot of times they become friends. Your mentors can become they're actually your friend.
Yeah, me and Mr. Will, my best friends. I can call him a conversation about anything. I can ask him about anything. I can get tips. I can get some people that he could bring to the table that could help me. I can call him for anything. I can call my man Anthony Whiteman, who's in the filming industry and author and writing books. I can go to him and be like, yo, Ant, I need a tip on how can I get my podcast in Atlanta with Cam Newton. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I know so and so who Cam Newton assistant. Let me make a phone call for you. Just that quick. I can have a connect to take me to the next level off one phone call because my mentor and friend knows a certain writer is connected to Cam Newton's
It's
movement.
called the music plug.
Yeah, that's right. That's the plug. And, and when you get these people in your life, you gotta treat them like gold.
Right.
You gotta really like when I go to Atlanta. When I do go to Atlanta and visit or even go there to
Y'all
live
stressing
soon.
me out a little bit. I gotta
Yeah,
find a lighter. I'm listening though.
that's what's up. That's what's
Don't
up.
get it
Um,
twisted.
Get your mind
Mentor.
together,
that's what
sis. Get it together.
that's a fact. You know, what I'm saying? Or twist something up if you know what I'm talking about. Um,
I hear
and
you. I hear you.
I always when I do go to Atlanta, my goal is to break bread with my fellow mentors and stuff like that. Yo, what you got going on? Let's go out to eat. Let's go out to, you know what I mean? It's on me. Let's fellowship real quick. You know what I mean? And these are things that keep them close to you and you close to them, and you get so much information just off of a cup of coffee or a simple
Mm.
sandwich. You'd be surprised how much information you get off of feeding somebody.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I got my best information by feeding somebody, and I also got the best information to feed me. At the same time, I was getting full. Like when I sat down with Michael Blue, one of my first mentors. I haven't talked to him in a while. Those who know who Michael Blue is the a manager of Outkast, manager of Case, and he's managing Nick Cannon to this day. He's been managing Nick Cannon since he was 15 years old, all the way to now to Wild 'N Out and all that. Michael Blue, he's good people. I met him at Justin's restaurant. It was owned by Diddy in Atlanta, and he set me down on the management game when I was managing artists. He put me on blast on so much things that I can do as a manager without getting involved into he taught me how to get involved in artists without getting involved in the industry's corporate side rules to where you can still do your thing, handle it. If it don't work out, it's the door is open to walk away from it, and you don't have to worry about have bad feelings. He taught me that type of way of management, and it works for me throughout my career managing artists. You know what I mean? I'm still the music manager to this day. I manage Big G and I manage Medusa Records. I manage that whole company. And it's like once you have a company and the artist under you, you know, I learned so much, man. This can be a whole nother show. To be honest with you, be a whole nother show when it comes to that. When I managed a flow from the Bad Girls Club, I was on the corporate side with her. I got friends from Oxygen, the channel cable channel Oxygen. I know the executive producers of the Bad Girls Club, Amy Gibbs, my man Jacob, my man Tim, Wilsonberg. They're my brothers to this day. They follow me on Instagram. They check out my podcast all the time. They good people. Especially Amy. Last time I talked to her was on her birthday. On her birthday was on the 4th of July, and me and her talk, and she's into the reality TV movement. She into the film, and she into stuff like that. And saying being an Italian woman that is in a game where they step on women, you know what I mean? And she's very strong woman of what she's doing, and I learned so much from her on the production side of things of reality TV, especially when I was managing Flow. And she broke everything down, what I need to be doing, and all that. And she really wanted us to win. That was the only person besides Jake, um, from Oxygen that really wanted me to win. Everybody else wanted me to fall. Seeing a young black man from Buffalo living in Anderson, South Carolina, in the ghetto, barely could pay my child support. I'm like a foot away from going to jail. Um, no support system whatsoever. But I had these people that didn't know me for can of pay, but loved my work ethic, what I was doing. I was managing artists. It so
Hmm.
happened for a friend of mine that knew Flow on MySpace that needed a manager. Talked to her sister who was her manager. Her sister passed the torch to me and built a relationship from there. And I learned so much from that, even though things fell on the wayside near the end. But I still won because I learned so much on the corporate side of things to where I tell people, you really want to do this? I can sit down with you and let you know about this corporate thing. This is something that you got to change. A lot of things what you're trying to do on your page. You got to dress different, talk different. You gotta dress different. You gotta have your hair a certain way. You can't even it's really strict on the corporate side of things across the board.
Yeah, things are changing. I'm happy about that. Things are changing, but there is a lot to know, and that's why mentors help. They'll help guide you to where you want to go.
Mhm. That's right. That's right.
Yeah,
But your
and help you
mentors
walk through those doors. My and some of my mentors have been the hardest on me, but because I know myself, which is another key, you need to know yourself. Because I
mhm,
know myself and I'm getting to know myself very, very well, I need that at times. I need somebody to step on my neck and be like, this is what you need to be doing. You standing in the way of your own greatness, and a lot
right,
of times it's
right.
because of fear. We need a
Mm,
mentor or a coach or a teacher to help us, see the bigger picture, because we're so afraid of, oh my goodness, what is that going to sound like? What are they going to think of me? There's all of these thoughts racing through our head, and it's like, no,
right.
the mentor can help you focus on, or the coach can help you focus on what you need to be focusing on. One of my one of my greatest well, not greatest, well, one of my favorite lyrics in Rachel J's, she has a song and she said, I'm focused on the things that didn't even have me focus. A coach or a mentor will help you focus on the things that you should be focusing on. A lot of times we won't focus. We want to focus on
Right.
everything else or listen to what everybody else is saying instead of listening to your coach or your mentor or your teacher.
We all slip when we doing our thing on it, and when we doing whatever we doing, if it's podcast, music, whatever. Have you? How do your mentors talk to you when you slip up and you don't pay attention or you don't listen? We get like that. We get stubborn like that sometimes.
Tell
And what's your experience in that area?
Man, tell me the truth. I learned a lot a long time ago, and maybe it's I'm at an advantage because of my regular 9 to 5 job. I
Mhm.
learned that whenever someone criticizes you, the constructive criticism is needed. If
Mhm.
you can't take the criticism, you are in, and you are trying to be in any type of entertainment business, you are in the wrong business because you need to know what you are doing well and what you are not doing well. I want to know what I'm not doing well. I tell my boss on my 9 to 5, step on my toes, tell me what I'm not doing well because I need to get better. I need to improve that. I tell my producer, Shonda Down from the Evening Rush, tell me, you don't have to sugarcoat anything with me. I can take it. I learned a very long time ago.
Mhm.
Tell me what I'm not doing right. I don't need you to hold my hand and be like, oh, sweetheart, yeah, you're not, that's not my personality. Other
Mm-mm.
people's personality, you need to know yourself. Some
Right.
people may need to, have a soft way of telling them. Other
Mhm.
people, just be open to accept the criticism. and
Right.
and and so, yeah, not all criticism is going to come from people who are supporting you, or some of it is hate.
Mhm.
You have to differentiate between what's hate and what's actually constructive criticism.
That's
I
right.
welcome it. I want to get better.
That's
The
why you
only
have a
way I'm going to get
mentor and a
Yeah,
coach
the only way,
to
sis, the
help you
only way we get
differentiate
better,
that.
yeah, the only way we get better is knowing what we're doing well and what we aren't doing well. It's okay not to be perfect. Hell, how we gonna be perfect if we just starting out? There's no way. I was
Right.
looking at my videos of when I first got to Chicago and me doing the podcast, starting it out. I was you can tell me then and me now, and it's because I was consistent, I
Mm.
was intentional, and
Right.
because I accepted the criticism, and I still accept the criticism. You darn
Right.
right. Tell me,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah. My mentors is I think all of them is gangster. To be honest with you, they
Yeah,
all
I
gangster.
had
I like gangster. I like
Yeah.
right.
gangster.
They
I had a
gangster with me.
Keep it real. Y'all,
I had a
y'all are
friend tell
great.
me, yeah,
Y'all are
I'm
great. Y'all doing a great job of your mentoring right now.
Yeah.
right.
And
Yeah.
Well,
your
I
coaching.
mean,
I'm an introvert. I really am. I'm mostly shy. I'm getting out of that. I had a friend of mine tell me, "You don't want to do a podcast. You just want to talk to people you know." What? Lit
mm,
fire on me. Lit me up. First of all, I love a challenge. I love a challenge. It's my personality. I love a challenge. You said what? First
mm,
thing I did, and I was so, and they probably didn't realize this. I went to Who Wants to Smoke is SUV podcast. They
right.
they they do these ciphers. You may know them.
Yeah.
Miss
Yeah.
Lovely. Yeah, I went there by myself. I was so afraid. Well, I didn't go by myself,
Oh,
but I started talking to people by myself.
Mhm.
That's all it took.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
all it
That's
oh,
took.
it. That's
oh.
it. Yeah. And it's like my mentors, a couple of them that I talk to. I talk to consistent. Some I talk to maybe once every 3 months or whatever. But my close mentor, like my man Mr. Will, my brother Kulu, who's the sponsor of this platform, IBP Media Group. Um, they have a certain way of letting me know because they know me and I know them. They know the vibe. And but Mr. Will is he's more open and he tells it as it is, like, well, what you need to be doing is this here because this is what you need to be doing because you slacking over here. And and then I had a mentor who was a pastor. I love him to this day, man. He really set me down years ago. It had to be like 2000, and my daughter was my daughter was born. My daughter was just born. My daughter just born. My son was just born. JJ. So it had to be about 20 years ago. Pastor Samuel Clinskale out of South Carolina, a good friend of mine. He followed me on Facebook. He's a football coach. He's a substitute teacher, and he owns a painting company. And he sat me down one day when I was at my lowest, and
Mm.
he broke me down to the frame. Understand me? He was like, number one, um, you can't be right all the time.
Oh, my father told me that.
Man, he broke me down, and I was in my lowest. Like I didn't have a job. I lost my job. My daughter, I think it was my son was born. Yeah, my son was born. We didn't have a place to stay. I was staying with a friend of ours that I called my sister and her fiance. We stayed with them. You know what I'm saying? They just had a baby too.
Mm.
Um, I had to get my stuff together, man. And
Your
he
back was
broke me
against the
down like,
wall.
listen, man, you 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 worked with me, and the reason I didn't have you work with me in the painting because you were very stubborn, you was hard headed, you're not always right. These are the things. And then he broke it down to me. He was like, when the last time you got promoted at a job?
Mm.
And at that time I said never.
See?
He said, that's you. They don't have nothing to do with the job management. They have nothing to do with the type of job you was doing. I don't care if you was at McDonald's. I don't care if you was mopping floors or picking up dookie. He was like,
Speak on it.
you have a way with yourself to where nobody can't tell you nothing. I broke down in tears because
Speak.
he was right.
Speak on it, bro.
He was right. And ever since that day, um, 5 years later, my son got older. I think at that time I got arrested, for altercation, moved back to Buffalo. I took all that criticism, knowledge, wisdom from him, Mr. Will, Anthony Whiteman, my three mentors in South Carolina. I took all that, and also Pastor Eddie the Groom and his wife Deborah, the first lady of the church I was going to, and I took all that wisdom and brought it to Buffalo.
Mm.
Came back to Buffalo in 2012. All right. Every job since then, I've been promoted. Every
I
job
use
from
that
there, I
same
done got
thing.
2, 3 raises and bonuses, no matter what
Yeah.
job I was at. You know what I'm saying? And that right there changed my mindset. Let me say that again. Can I say that one more again?
Say it
Changed my
again.
ghetto mindset to where I can use that type of wisdom to my inner self in business.
Oh, I love it. I
Yeah,
love that,
yeah.
man. What?
And that's why I can do the things I'm doing
Inner
now,
self
and I
is
can do
highlighted.
podcasts. I could be a manager. I could be an artist. I could be whatever I want to do because my mindset changed first, on top of soaking in that wisdom from my mentors. You understand
You
me?
said so much.
You know what I mean? A
You
lot of
said
people
so
need to
much.
change. Once you get that wisdom from somebody and you soak that in, you got to change your mindset of what you do and how you think.
It's right there.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
right there, bro.
I had to
And like
change
you
that.
said, you can go in and you can change if you can change your mindset and listen to the feedback that people give you about who you are. You know what I mean? Like and yeah, some people you have to be able to differentiate between the two. But if you
Mhm.
can listen and let that soak in, you can definitely get promoted. I when they lay off the people that they don't find value in. They promote the people that they find value in. Period.
Right,
Period.
right,
It's
right.
not always the job. A lot of times it's us getting in our own way. I found that within myself. It's like, come on, vet. Like
Mhm.
you getting in your own way. You getting in your own way of greatness. You there's no reason why you can't elevate your life. You getting
Right,
in your own way.
right, right. Um, let's see if I can say this right. Minister Farrakhan said this. What he say? He said he said let me get it right. He said you can hate the job but love the duties. I'm
If
like,
you look at it that way.
yeah, he now said he broke it down. He was like, you can hate the job because it might be weak management, or it might be somebody that's racist, that's in your workplace, or it might be somebody that's harassed you in the workplace. But the duties of the job, if you love the duties you're doing in that job, you could overcome that hater. You could overcome that person trying to bring you down. You could overcome that manager that's trying to find something to fire you for. You know what I mean? And I used that when I worked at Home Depot. Worked at Home Depot in Buffalo. I was there for 3.5 years, and that was the top-notch job that really taught me corporate, taught me construction, taught me business, taught me inventory status of how things work in the corporate world on
Hmm.
sale. Um, and then you can still get that same type of energy at Walmart. It's a little different when you were like in a workplace like Home Depot or where my wife worked at Lowe's. It's different. It's a different type of a way of learning corporate business of what you need to be doing. So me changing my mindset and taking all that wisdom from my mentors for being down south and bringing that to Buffalo, that made my job a little bit more easier when I was in that workplace
Oh,
because I
I
could
hear
see
the
everything, I
growth.
could feel everything. I already knew what was going on before I got there, so I was already playing chess. Make sense?
It's the experience, absolutely. Because
Yeah.
you cannot
Woo.
like your job, but if you change the narrative of the job and think of it like this, okay, I don't like my job, but I'm getting the experience from this job that I need to get me to maybe I want to be a manager somewhere else. You can take that experience that you've gotten from that job and take it somewhere else. So instead of working at Home Depot, you can go to Lowe's and possibly because you have all of this experience, get a couple more dollars.
Right, right,
That's what you got from that. Even
right,
though you did not like the job, you got a wealth of experience from that job. And another thing I always say, don't say it's not in my job duties. Anytime they ask me to do something, I'm raising my hand. Or if they say this needs to be done, I'm raising my hand. Even though I'm not getting paid for it, I'm going to get mine on the back end because I now got the experience. Now I can put this on my resume. This
right,
is a
right.
resume builder. I tell my kids all the time, don't worry that it's not in your job description. That's a resume builder. That's
Mhm.
something that you can put on your resume and you can highlight. This is what I did. This was part of my duty. So what? Your title read cashier, but as a cashier, this is what I accomplished.
Right, right. And I also found out too from one of my mentors, I forgot which one told me this. He said, "Go to the job. It's all right to be outspoken, but do it in a professional way." And then he was like,
Yes.
"And don't, and once you become a do boy, them the ones that cause issues." And I was seeing a lot of that when I was working at Home Depot, a lot of do boys. And I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do, but at the same time, I'm gonna be outspoken if something ain't right and I feel it ain't right. I'm gonna do the job, but I'm gonna let you know what's wrong about it too. I'm like, listen, you wrong for that. To have me over here doing this over here when I'm supposed to be over here. And okay, but I'm gonna do it, but I'm just letting you know that you're wrong. And I'm gonna go do the job. I'm gonna do it best of my ability. I'm gonna do it better than that do boy that you was babying. So you know what I mean? And then when I get done with the job and get done with everything, they don't got nothing to say. They gonna have to praise me and show me some love. So when we do have a meeting, guess what they have to do? They because it was in front of people, and they was like, "Well, Frank did this, that, and the third. That, I'm saying he gets a badge. That badge represents bonus money, and you know what I'm saying. And I just sit back in my inner self and laugh.
And yeah, I love how you always go back to the inner self. I got to use that.
Yeah,
Oh,
the inner self be cracking up. You know what I'm saying? And inner self do cuss you out too. You just don't know it.
Right. My inner self be going, oh, she's so spicy.
Yeah. The inner self could disrespect you, but the outer self gonna be professional.
My inner self is so healed that she know not to pop off, but best believe she popping off in her mind.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. And then at the end of the day, my outer self might say you won't want to smoke, but we can work it out.
I let my grand dog Pano handle the smoke for me.
Yeah,
She love
right.
the smoke.
So it ain't what you do, it's how you do it.
That's right.
That's the
That's
main
it's a
thing I'm
time
trying
and
to bring.
place
It
for
ain't what you do, it's
everything.
how you do it. You could be at a place and still be still speak your mind and still get respected. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, even if they don't like you, You don't have to like me, but you're gonna respect me.
I feel that. I feel that
Mhm.
greatly.
You know, that was my main. That was my. I should put that on the shirt. You know what I'm saying? You might not
Yeah, I
like me, but
love
you gonna
that.
respect me. You know, and that's what they
Oh yeah.
did. And the whole from the district manager to the store manager to the MODs of the place, they respected me at the end of the day. You know what I
You're
mean? A
not
couple of
gonna
them
like
didn't
you.
like
You
me,
may.
but
I don't
they
care if
always
you don't
call me all
like
the
me,
time when they
but you
needed
go
some help.
respect
They
me.
know Imma do the job. They might not like me, say, I can call Frank, he gonna do this, he gonna do the job good." I don't like him, but I know he gonna do this job. Imma call him, go ahead and get the forklift and take this down for me and put this up, 'cause he gonna do it the way I want it to be done. Of course,
Right.
'cause I'm professional. We a team player. You know what I mean? I know I can't win a championship by myself. I gotta pass the ball. I gotta play a little
Mm,
bit of defense, and I gotta get a rebound. So let's go ahead and play this game and win the championship. You know, now I'm gonna respect your game, you respect my game. We gonna win together at the end. At the end of the day, you might not still like me. It's cool.
mhm.
I could deal with that. Some people can't deal with that. Some people have a problem with that.
They do. That's when you got to go. You got to do that inner work. You man, don't worry about who don't like you. It is not your business. That's their business. My mama always says, Sister Green, God is not gonna give you, or the universe is not gonna give you more than you can handle. So if it's in your lap, that means you can handle it. You better do that inner work. Don't let nobody ruin your life just because
Mhm.
you think they don't like you. What? I don't care.
That's a fact.
I
That's a
don't
fact.
care.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
like me. That's
Yeah,
what matters. Because at the
that's
end of
it.
the day, I'm the one that I gotta take accountability for my life. I love me.
Yep.
That's what
Yeah.
matters. All them other people don't matter. Y'all, man, listen, y'all better hop on this daggone bandwagon.
And the same thing, you know what I'm saying? The phone lines is going off, 514 online makes the phones is going off right now. So, appreciate everybody tuning in. Definitely tune in tomorrow
Thank you for using
and
Blog
give us a
Talk
call
Radio. Goodbye.
and make it do what it do. But we still
Yeah,
on air for another 5 minutes.
yeah.
And
Wow.
I got
I'm
yeah.
so
Chevy Gang Cass on tonight.
Oh
the
yes,
Playing
yes,
sun
his
yes, yes,
the
yes.
music.
sun is out, guys.
Yes, yes.
It's
Ooh,
Oh yeah.
beautiful here in Buffalo.
ooh,
The
I
That's what's
love
up.
sun,
it.
I'm enlightened.
That's
I,
what's up. That vitamin D's in the building.
Yeah, we need this vitamin D.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, so
We
you
yeah.
got
need
you got
this
you got you got
vitamin
your
D,
boy on tonight. Imma
guys.
tune in tonight. Tonight Imma tune in a little bit 'cause I have a small interview too with B
Yeah,
Precious. Be with her on the line. I gotta get a hold of my fellow 514 online mixed team to see if I have a slot tonight to interview her. If not, I just do the podcast side and do a pre-recording and send it to them. 'Cause I know they got a lot. She added a lot of things on the schedule and stuff, and I don't want to debo nobody from the station. You know what I mean? And do what it do. Shout out to my 514 online mix staff, man. They working very hard. She is on her grind. Her and Flint and the whole team. They doing a lot of pop-ups and a lot of events in Montreal. And I need to get a lot more information on what they got going on, so we can keep promoting them on our platforms too. What they got going on
absolutely.
in Montreal, and I'm definitely good luck. Can't wait to have a trip out there next year, and we're gonna do it big. We're gonna try to do something crazy. Yeah,
Absolutely. Shout out to the Evening Rush family. Shout out to my producer Sean Nadon and my
Don,
co-host Big Mike.
Big
Big
Mike.
Mike. We be on
Yeah,
there tonight, 7
yeah,
p.m. Make sure you check us out on the Evening Rush Network. We have
yeah.
Chevy Gang Kaz on tonight. I've been rocking out to his music. It's different, man.
Yeah,
I
I'm
talked to a
checking him
few
out.
people about it. Did you
I've been
listen?
checking him out. Yeah, I've been checking him out on I think I follow him on Instagram now, and I checked out some of
Yeah.
his
Who
videos and stuff. Yeah, he nice with it. I like his style.
right? Who does he remind you of? Because I sent it out to a few people just asking for some feedback. Who does he remind you of? I got Logic, I got
Mhm.
J. Cole.
Yeah. You know what he remind me of? One song I heard, it remind me of a J. Cole slash Pop Smoke.
Mm,
On one of his
mm.
songs I heard on his YouTube. And yeah, he's definitely got a versatile style. And he really saying
Nice.
some real things. And but yeah, I like what's going on. I like his image, I like his brand. You know what I mean? And I could tell that he's definitely on his marketing thing, and all that,
You see
everything.
his
But
page?
yeah, I can see he's doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? Certain things I would to let him, I talk to him to change some things to make these better for him. But besides that though, he's definitely on the right foot though as an artist. He's definitely on the right lane of some artists. I see a lot of artists. I get a lot of inboxes. I get a lot of inboxes, a lot of artists, man, and like if he ever inbox me, and he ready. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them got good music, good sound, and everything. It's just on the marketing side, they just kind of slack, and they really shooting themselves in the foot, and they don't know it. But he's actually on the right lane. I can see that.
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
see that. So I'm definitely going to tune in a little bit as much as I can because I know I got to interview G Precious tonight. I hope she ain't forget that she stay busy because I know she's opening up for Whitney Payton at the end of the month, and I know that she's rehearsing on that. And I think she's doing a couple other shows too out of town too. She just got a small little tour going on up in the southwest area of the country. But yeah, so I got that going on, and it's the weekend. I got a show to do. I got a show to do tonight also.
Okay, where you at
Performing
tonight?
tonight, late night at a venue out here in Albuquerque on Central. My boy Benny Bronco and my brother Ekdom, they're on tour with Terminology and Law Professor, and this is part of the tour. So they put me on there to do an opening act, a couple of songs I'm gonna do tonight, and
Oh, that's
I'm
what's
gonna get a
up.
little bit of footage for y'all, a little bit, a little something,
Yeah,
something.
I can't wait to
Yeah,
see it.
and
We on tomorrow?
um, I'm gonna have the footage, probably footage tonight, and probably put it up probably on Monday or something. But I know it's tonight, late night show tonight. So I got a busy Friday. Yeah, real busy Friday,
Yeah,
and then me and you gonna be. We'll talk about a little
tomorrow.
bit on when we go live on IG tomorrow
Yep, yep.
at 2 o'clock.
2 p.m.
Yeah,
Eastern
2 p.m.
Standard
Eastern
Time.
time. Yeah, we're gonna be live
Okay.
on IG tomorrow, and
Yeah.
we gonna get some feedback on it. We'll talk about it. I done did shows with Echo and Benny Bronco a couple times out here. So they're my brothers, man. They always reach out. My man Crumble hit me up from Stone Age. He hit me up to do a show Wednesday. Couldn't make it. Couldn't do it. They want me to do a fill in. Um, that was way out. That was in Santa Fe. I performed at that venue 2 months ago. That's an awesome venue. Good food. My man OG Williger, who was running that venue. He's amazing, and he's doing his thing. They still doing their thing out there in Santa Fe. That's a good 45 to an hour drive from here, and where I'm at in Albuquerque. So it's like I got my foot in the stew out here, man. Out here in Albuquerque, they know the joke to overlook. They know. And I'm definitely ain't too overlooked out here.
The
I'm still
door
the most
not shut.
overlooked MC in Buffalo, but I'm not too overlooked here. But
Yeah,
they,
We gonna
Buffalo.
keep you overlooked in Buffalo.
Buffalo got the music scene is popping. I just want to tell
yeah,
all my Buffalo artists that this world is huge. Don't don't
yeah,
don't have that crabs in the barrel mentality. I'm
yeah,
telling you, you have to be humble. You have to support your fellow artists. You have to
yep,
support artists outside the city. You don't want to just be Buffalo famous. You want to be famous. You
yeah.
know, you want to touch people around the world.
Yeah, I
You
have
want
a
to
fan
touch
base.
people around the
Yeah,
world.
I have an amazing fan base, man. My fan base is mostly out the country, but I have pretty good fan base in the US too though. Good following in Atlanta, South Carolina, Florida, of course upstate New York. I got a pretty good fan base upstate though. I can give them
Yeah,
that. I got a lot of fans in Chicago. On my Spotify, I got a lot of Chicago listeners.
that's
So
what's
yeah.
up.
Yeah,
Big ups to Chicago. Chi-Town has been good to me. I'm not even gonna lie. Chicago's been
yeah.
good to me.
Yeah, they good to me too. I got about good out of my. I think I got 172 listeners, monthly listeners. I think at least 30 or 40 of them is from Chicago.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
got more Chicago
yeah.
fans anywhere. Chi-Town. So they loving the
I
boom bap
swear
culture.
you read my notebook. I never put all my stuff on paper or on the computer like
Mhm.
that one business plan that I sent you. I
Right.
never put any of the stuff and it's still happening, guys.
That's what's up.
Listen, manifest. We are manifesting something great. I can
Yeah.
Yes,
feel
we
it. I
are.
can
Yeah.
feel it. Hopefully, we'll see you guys over on the evening rush soon.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
working on some things. Come
Yeah.
on now, come
That's
on.
it. That's it. Yeah, I'm
I'm
definitely. I'm
getting
gonna
a
reach out.
lot of
Yeah,
support from
yeah,
New
we got to
York
get together.
City.
We
I
got to
really
we got to have
am.
a meeting with the crew. I definitely love the invitation, and definitely love to do some things. And the IBP would love it. 514 would definitely love it. and and build our own personal family in different sections. That's the
That's
best way to
right.
go.
That's
And I
right.
love
Yeah,
whatever Big Bro doing.
That's right. We just got
yeah,
syndicated too, so
yeah,
it's a beautiful thing that's going on. I'm happy. I'm
yeah, no
happy. I
doubt.
I
appreciate you
am
guys
too.
allowing me on your platform to
Yeah, definitely.
touch even more people, because
Big Bro's
that's what it's
platform.
about. Right, right, right.
514's platform.
Yeah, yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Definitely, we gonna get up off here. So we got other things we gotta be doing, and appreciate y'all. I'm tune in tonight, do our little thing tomorrow on IG, and then of course we gonna see everybody again on Monday morning, back on
Yes.
504onlinemix.com on the morning show, and it's gonna be interesting on Monday. Another question of the day. We're gonna bring fire topics to the table on Monday. Monday is always busy. Monday we gotta catch up what's going on the weekend. Uh,
Yes. Well,
and
I'll keep my ear and eyes to the news so we can
Me
yeah,
bring
too.
those fire
Me too.
topics. Yes,
yeah,
and we
bring
can
fire
go back
topics.
and forth. I can send you some stuff of what I'm looking at, and
Oh yeah, definitely. We always tag team on IG all the time.
oh yeah, oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, so yeah, we will definitely do that. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Love y'all. Keep in contact, and we gonna keep on doing what we doing. I'm gonna tune in tonight, do our thing tomorrow, do my little show,
yeah,
our long Friday, and we gonna be all right, no doubt. Y'all have a blessed
yeah.
one.
You too.
You
Think and
too.
Grow with V.Green tonight, 7 p.m. We have Chevy Gang Kaz on. Go stream his new single, Smoke Session. That
Okay.
sucker fire too. It's fire.
Awesome.
Yeah, no doubt.
All
Mm,
right, you guys,
What
I
you
be
love
great,
doing,
be
it.
Music
purpose
That is
today.
Marketer?
so great.
no doubt.
All righty.
Bye.